Hello YouTube, my name is Gog and welcome back to Feed the Beast Monster Pack! Don't look there! Ag! Alright guys, we are back here and we have just been a busy little New Year's baby here guys. Bam! Look at this. Look at this farm we built. We're out here at our big mountain and this farm is insane. Look at this thing working. Just look at it. Just watch it go constantly. And I'll show you, give you a little particle taste here. Look at these particles. Look at all this bone meal that's going down on these guys. It's crazy. This is how we're doing it. 8 fertilizers, and I can confirm that these things absolutely stack. And what we got going on here is pretty crazy, and I haven't really seen a whole lot of people doing this. Not a whole lot of information on this block here, not a lot of people using it, but this thing is friggin' incredible. Look at how fast this stuff is going. It's insane. And we got in this magic crops here everything that we're using to make our jet fuel. And it's absurd how much jet fuel this makes. So we're going to take a look here, guys. That is that. We'll show you the underbelly here in a second. Take our little doorway here. And our base is pretty Spartan. And I've decided that I'm just abandoning aesthetic for this base. And here we go. This is our little This is our little command center. Very modest. We got some new blocks here, and I'll be explaining these here. And we got our quantum link coming off. Got some magmatics running that with our lava, and we're doing really good on it. We're making some lava too. So, but look at this, guys. Look at how much jet fuel we got. 110 kilobuckets. I had to spend a crazy amount of resources to really beef up our liquid storage. And I originally planned, as you can see at this meat cable, I built down here a massive dynamic tank down here. Huge. I spent probably, I think I made like 5,000 tank blocks. And I used the filler to make this thing, and it was huge. I was like, my tank things are done, because I found out you could do this. I started using these too. Storage bus. And you just stick this on something that has like an inventory. So right now I have one stuck onto a deep storage unit with jungle wood. And all the jungle wood goes in there, and it functions out of the me. So the me sees it and reads it as in the me, but it doesn't take up all my space. This takes up a deep storage unit. And there's a fluid one too. So I was going to have a huge tank with multiple, a multi-tank, and it was going to be massive. But I made it, and I plugged it in, and oh my god, it wrecked my game. Seriously destroyed it. Like, I was pissed. I was getting this huge lag, and I was getting basically like not responding for 5 minutes, and I get like 2 seconds of frames to work. So I like desperately, I was like standing like right over here or something, and I desperately crawled over here and managed to knock off the export bus, hoping that maybe it was just the fluid going into it that was freaking my game out. Because in my console, I was getting like, what's going on? Like, is the server overburdened? There's like 120,000 packets left to go. And that tank was totally destroying my game, so I had to just turn off the mod. And I was pissed. Like, I didn't know what what to do. And I was like all like ready to register for the Minecraft forums and go ahead and like, your stupid tank broke my LP. And I was getting ready. Boy, I was like, I just deleted it. And just don't use it, guys. Or at least don't make a big giant one, cause it broke my game. 1 second. All right, we're gonna take you through here. Got a pretty ugly nether portal here. I thought you could do a portal of 3x3. I thought you could do that, but I guess you can't. So we got a gross thing there. I don't care. I don't care. I think, guys, I've come to a revelation. I've like found my like Minecraft identity. And it's not a builder. I think I'm more of like an engineer. I think what I most enjoy is building these big machines that do stuff. Look at all this stuff here. Everything else got down here? Just some KVs. Lots of copper berries. I don't really care about copper. I've got like 20,000 copper ingots. I haven't used copper since I made those steam dynamos, I think. But yeah, so I'm very comfortable in my kind of engineer style. So I don't care about how this stuff looks. I'm just gonna be trying to build efficient machines, and I've got a lot of ideas, especially with my farm up there. Here we got the jet fuel maker who got a micro turbine. He's being fed constantly. This guy lasts only full tank lasts 8 hours, so it's pretty. I think it's pretty efficient. But this thing is ooh, what are we out of? We're out of tar. So what we're doing is we got all those nether crops, and so we're out of tar, huh? Yep. I knew we were going to bottleneck somewhere. So we still have soul sand coming in that we are making it out of essence. But the problem being that we need to use that nether essence to make two things. So that's kind of weird. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should make a dedicated little farm for each. That might be an option. And if what I'm planning for this new farm idea, so here we are. We just kind of slapped up a little hydrokinetics guy here, one layer. And holy cow, at this. It took me so long to figure this out again, guys. It was crazy. I was so lucky to have just thrown that one together by accident, because it's crazy, because the problem I was having was I kept trying to merge this stuff and I'd be turning the wrong way. So I guess the way I had to do it was just you come two off one end and then you just have to merge those together on opposite sides. And ooh, man, I think we're pretty much. I knew I said we were going to build a huge hydrokinetics thing, but now that we got all that jet fuel, you can hear we are running the jets over here. So here we got a rock melter. He's making our lava for us. Or it's a bunch of gasoline stuff. This is our item vacuum for our farm. So we got 3 gas engines, so that's a pretty big item vacuum. And over here, guys, we are running our fertilizers off of 4 gas turbines. That's right, we're using our fuel. We're even also running it. Oh, it's so loud. We're going to have to turn this down so much. So look how much power we're getting. 68 megawatts, guys. Whoop. Isn't that absurd? So each one of these is getting 33 megawatts. Each one of these is getting what the max what we were producing in all of our hydrokinetics at the old base. So this is crazy, because this just produces so much stuff for the jet fuel. It produces way more than what we're using. I'm even running 4 other turbines at the old base, charging up a coil, because I kind of blew up my other coil in the nether. Be warned, if you try to use a sonic borer in the nether, it has some some strange behaviors. So my idea, because this is cool and this is crazy, because so let's take a look here again. It's saying the range is 22 meters, so each one of these is overlapping range is out. It's out to about here. I guess I don't know. It's probably a little further. These are really all seeds I have, but this is happening in a complete radius around it, and you can see over here that there's little particles happening, but nothing's going on. So it's get out, you stupid creepers, you jerks. And so yeah, we're totally not doing this efficiently. I mean, in that we're the way that these will work. I'm saying with experience, because there's really not a whole lot of information that I could find on this. But so it has a range, and the range is determined by the torque. And we're giving this a lot of torque, man. This is a lot of power. Probably at least maybe 1,000 each, something like that, because we're torquing this down quite a ways, because you get tons and tons of speed out of the gas turbines. So, and that's what we're getting, and so we have a lot of space that we're just not using. You know, I don't know if I'm paying in the bone meal, because I think the way it works is your torque determines your range, and your speed is kind of the speed at which these fertilizers check and fertilize, basically. So if you have a ridiculous amount of speed in a small area, you get tons and tons and tons of fertilizing. I'll show you. We'll go do it. Get me up here. So I got two CTVs here. One is always going 32 torque. So let's just go to speed and then look at let's see what happens. You can usually tell by the amount of. So yeah, I think this is. We're definitely getting more particles. I absolutely think we are. So what's our range? Down to 18. Let's give it some more. Let's keep stepping it down. Just to look, just because I think this is what I need. I need this for my proof of concept for this next farm. So let's try. Let's just let's go. Let's go right up there. 16 speed. Dang it! Dang it! But I mean, as you can. Oh yeah, see, I think that's definitely increasing the particles. You can look at the stuff growing. Let's take a look. You can't really see it going. Yeah, that's significant. Look at that. The fans can't keep up. They can't keep up with how fast I was going. Let's do a little bit more. Let's just go. Let's go a little crazy, cause. And I think this is crazy because you can't. The magic crops, they don't take bone meal. I mean, if you go walk up to one and you try and bone meal it. Oh, see, yeah, we got too much. That's too much speed. Or are we? No, we're not. I just can't tell without the particles. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, and kind of the reason I was at where it was is because that was kind of what looks like the the rate that the fans, because you can see these fans. Maybe they are. I mean, that's crazy. That is insane. Let's and I'm trying to and what I want to try and do, because we're clearly having problems with the fans. Our fans aren't keeping up. And I mean it's a wonderful thing, and actually I don't think it was to blame for our lag. So let's look at these particles. What language? So I think we're too small now. Yeah, 0 watts, huh? So yeah, we're... Yeah, see, it looks like it's going okay even with nothing running. Maybe it's just fertilized soil. That stuff's hard to get though, man. I haven't come up with a solution for that. So... Is this going to work? Is this going to give us something that we can see? I don't think it does. I don't think it's getting any power. No, it is. It's getting tons of raid. 2 meters. So it can't reach anything. Get out of here. I wish I could reach. Let's get it. I wanted to see it because the first time I turned it on, it was ridiculous. I think that's kind of a poor way to set this up. I don't know. We'll see. So how can we do this? I don't know. Let's yeah, we can just keep increasing the torque just a little bit. Just need a little. Oh, see, look at that. That's really small. Look at that bone meal. And look at those particles. That's absurd. I also want to see if this stuff is actually getting harvested. Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm pretty sure they don't. Yeah, they don't let you bone meal this stuff. So this is kind of a little cheaty. I think. I think this might be maybe a little conflict. But so my idea here is to get these things spinning up as fast as we can get them with only 1 meter of range so that we can put one plant on one side. And I don't know, maybe autonomous activators might be something we could use so we can just farm one plant. Because, yeah, this is crazy how fast this is going. I mean, it's nuts. So I think we're going to try that. We're going to try that out. We're going to try that out on a little... Well, it's a small scale thing, but that would be a cool thing. Because it would be so cool just to have something that's just constant. Because when they come up, I want to see... I mean, that one's blowing off and basically growing up in like a second. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be hard trying to think of something smart that can harvest it when it's ready. I think this is obviously really OP right now, the way that this is working. I definitely, the mod maker made it so that you can't bone meal them for a reason because they're very powerful. So you were 2 speed, not 32. A 2. Stop. And you are torque 32. That's what you're at, I think. I think we could increase that. Can't tell. Are we not going? We're not going. We're not doing something right. Very complicated. Very noisy. So you must need to be torqued. Oh, you need to be torqued too. I think this worked okay. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. So obviously this is like not a great way to build this. I'd want to have this in the middle with things around on all sides. And that's kind of tricky, trying to consider the fan, using the fans for that. I think what I would do is I would have, I don't know, I would have fans blowing in towards this. I would have an item vacuum probably up in the sky, because if you powered item vacuum all the way up, it's got 128 meters, and that's crazy far. So you can't really look at all these items coming in, and our bone meal is going crazy. We got too much bone meal. We were just at a point where we were just eating it just barely, and I planned to like have as many more skeleton plants, and now we're just got way too much. But this is just crazy in how much stuff it produces. It's insane. And I think it's broken. I think this thing is not supposed to work on the magic crops, but it does. And I can't believe I haven't seen a whole lot. I see a lot of people, they're automating this. They have like, just a bunch of lily pads and all those little things that increase the growth chance per tick, and that's pretty cool. And I guess I haven't really seen one full out, but I kind of think this is way faster than that, just from watching this, how fast it's going. And I could stack so many more of these, I think. It's tricky though. This is a hard block to work with because it has to have input on 3 sides. So it's tricky, That's a challenge. But just look at all this stuff. It's just not even funny. It's not fair. This is not fair at all. Oh, those jet engines are so loud. Yeah, so this is where we're at here. We did a little bit back at the old base. We basically just plugged everything into the me. I guess I showed you that. We did a couple other things. I also I turned on the farms again to run our big stack of dynamos and just plug that into the me too. Because we're doing a lot. We had a pretty substantial me with all these buses, man. We just added so many more buses. And especially now when we're producing this much jet fuel, it's kind of hard to get it into the me because it's expensive to run those ports wide open. So I just can't believe how fast this is going. It's beautiful. It's just I dream of this every day. And I cannot wait to try and make a really small one. I'm really wondering if the autonomous activators are going to work. I mean, I bet if we got this running at just one range with all that speed, I think there's no way that I think this thing's just going to grow instantly. It's just going to be like getting bone mealed regular. And I don't know if the autonomous activators are going to work. I mean, you can see our fans just are not totally keeping up. A lot of this stuff was just sitting out, and that's when I first set this up. I did it with MFR. Because I thought the fans are going to lag me out, and you can see the fans are not lagging me out. Not too bad, a little bit maybe. That might just be the entities and stuff. But the MFR could not keep up at all. It was absurdly slow compared to this. Because, I mean, it would plant things in rows, and they would just stay fully grown for an entire minute, which is way too long. This is way more efficient. This just getting blown, especially with the way that these fertilizers work, with sort of randomness. You need something that can just harvest it, all the time. And the harvester did not work. Not working at all. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's where we're at. Next episode, maybe we're gonna try and test this out. We're gonna take a turbine, hook it up, and just run one little turbine and run one little guy here. And we're going to see how much we can juice that up, and if we can interact with these guys. Maybe we need an army of golems. That might be a thought. That's cool. I would like a reason to get into Thaumcraft, to be honest. It's kind of scary, but I would. But we're going to cut it here, guys. Here at our new farm. That's just not even fair. Look, we even got some oil in the distance. We can turn that into lubricant, even though we don't even... I mean... we got so much jet fuel that we can just run gas turbines for days. Like I bet I could run a stack of them on what we're doing here. Seriously, that's how much we're making. It's crazy. But alright guys, my name is Gog. This has been Feed the Beast Monster Pack. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.